This documentary, we never expected to get back together through this process. We were just going to tell the story of the brothers, all that it did for us and for these fans around the world. And through the process of kind of unpacking some of that hurt and those feelings and working through those, we came back together. So we have this documentary to thank.
I don't think we could have predicted the timing. It does seem like all the stars aligned, but initially, before even getting back together as a group, the idea was just tell our story going back to our childhood into, the craziness of the band back in the day and who we become as individuals. But in that, I think we all missed the magic we felt we had when we were together. And here we are now. Suckers come out and is blowing us away with the response. And hopefully this documentary touches people in a way that we couldn't have anticipated as well and connects with them on a deeper level.
I think they're just going to see the real side of our story, our growth, where we came from, but the way we found each other again.
These guys are amazing, amazing men, amazing young men with an amazing story that I was just grateful to get to help tell. So they are fiercely loyal, fiercely loving, fiercely talented, and really there's a magic when the three of them are together that is indescribable. There's just something, there's like an X factor, the music's really great, and the guys are they're really good to their fans, and they're really approachable and full of humility, but there is just something with the three of them. It's three distinctive personalities, and when they come together, you just want to be a part of it. And so it's an exciting thing, and I've been fortunate enough to see it from the beginning until present day, and so to watch them grow and blossom as a group, it's amazing. I think they missed each other, and it had been a lot of years, really, since they had broken up, since just those three guys got together, without extra family, without everybody in the mix, and really kind of like looked each other in the eyes and were like, hey brother, hey brother, hey brother. And so to do that, and it was kind of like we almost forced it on them. Say, hey, we're all going to Australia, and I made sure that Kevin came down and surprised the other two. And there were all these moments of just the three of them kind of popping in the car together in Cuba and over in London to go watch Joe with his band. And they got that one-on-one time, and I think it just reminded them of some of those days. And they said, man, I wish we could have enjoyed those days more. And we know so much now about ourselves, and so that journey of learning who they were to come back together again has just made it richer. And it's so much. It's really just feels magic right now. It's a really feel-good story in the end, and you see the importance of family and of loyalty and of love in just the individual journey of life and how much that matters, right? Like, you can go through and you can succeed, or fail, but without this common ground of this love and respect and this kind of nurturing dependence that these guys have on each other that anyone in the world can relate to. And so I think it's just really, really relatable. Whether you're a person from a family that's all stuck together or a product of foster care or anything there, you have someone you can look to in your life say, I depended on you in that moment. And you see that with these guys where they rely on each other, and that's really kind of universally just a beautiful thing. It's great to watch. 100%. In fact, they're more real than that even. They're the greatest guys going. So I can't say enough good things about them. I consider them to be my brothers. So really great stuff.
I'm pretty close with the brothers, and they asked me to come on as an executive producer and kind of help guide the film along the way. And it's been a journey kind of exploring where they grew up, how they grew up, and where they ended up here tonight, which is pretty magical to watch it all and see, that they found their happiness, really. I think it's a lot of emotion and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and it shows you what family in the end means and what brotherhood means, and it's the most important thing that you can have in your life is your family. I think they're going to understand really the true soul of the Jonas Brothers. I think that a lot of people only know them for their successes and their hit songs, and but how they really grew up and the fight that they had to endure to get to a certain place, and they grew up with really nothing but their hearts and dreams.
Oh man, chasing happiness is just It's full of stuff you would never get to see. Behind the scenes looks at things they've already done and things they're going to do and how they got back to where they are now, which is on top of the world again. It's just a great story, and it's an honest story. Yeah, I've gotten to know the guys really well lately. Joe directed my last video, and we kind of bonded over baseball and bad jokes and all of that. And then next thing you know, the three of them call me, and I'm the luckiest dude in the world. You know what I mean? They're taking me on tour, the biggest tour in the world. They're all about never giving up and having fun while they're doing it, but also working really hard. And I think that's the best way to balance success. And not to mention they're all such close brothers that it helps. They have a team to do it with, and I think that's awesome.